Okay, our decline here, average picker. So these are my Sargent Locks. I picked these all up mostly together at a sort of restore-like place. I got them for about 25 cents each because they have no keys. If you wonder like where I am picking wise, I would tell you this is it. I mean, I've got some tougher locks, but these I can sit down, I can consistently get through them, not quickly, but I can pick them. And so I think skill-wise, this is about where I'm at, is with these. There's actually two different types. There's these, they're fairly just standard. Then we've got these other ones here, and you can see inside there. Let me see if I can put some light in there. I actually have little side pins. I've taken a few of these apart. Some of those side pins seem to be active in that they're controlling two bars that are down here. And then some of them, though, those bars seem to have been removed from them. So I don't know, these probably just came from an office building or something. They changed them all out over time and then eventually just got rid of them. So I was really excited, though, when MW1 sent me this, a challenge lock. So this is his MW1. It's based off of Sargent. So yeah, I was really excited. I wanted to see, because I knew where I was with these, and I wanted to see what a difference it made turning one into a challenge lock as far as picking goes. Now, normally, when I pick these, I end up using the deforest diamond from the Praxis Dangerfield set, right? Very well-worn plasti dip job there, and they're in 15 thousandths is what I use. Occasionally, I will go over, be a little more delicate, and I will end up using one of these from Southford. This is in their slimline set, or collection, I guess. I don't know. I purchased them all separately. Yeah. So I got this lock in 4 days ago or so. I did pick it once when I got it in, and I've just kind of let it sit. We do have the key. Key is still quite mummified up. So let's get this in the clamp, and we will see if I can pick it again. Yeah. Okay, we're back. As you can see, we had to move locations, so we're now kind of jammed up on the edge of the computer desk here. Normally when I pick these Sargents, like I said, I use the Praxis deforest. However, we're going to be doing it this time using Sparrow's Tron. So, let's see what we get here. And I did pick this lock about 5 days ago. It's been sitting since. And this is the second, I think, attempt at picking it on video. Lock got a little bit camera shy, but there's something going on in the back, and I think 4 and/or 5 are pretty serrated, and I'm not sure if they're always falling back and resetting properly, but we'll see what we end up getting. So. Gonna start in the back of the lock. I'm going to have to turn this a little bit. I'm really curious to see what pin 3 is going to look like, because it keeps wanting to overset for me. Oh, core turn that time. So we got very tentatively touching each pin. Let's go back of the back there, see what we got. I'm going to switch to the Attila. It's also by Sparrows. Just think this angle, I'm going to work at, it'll be a little bit easier. Let's reset. Let's try this again. Okay, we got definite shift on the core. Okay. Switch it here. We're in kind of a false set. Oh, there we go. I'm pretty sure I just overset something again. Sorry I'm so quiet. I don't find it the easiest thing to just chit-chat and pick. Okay. I think I just undid whatever it was I did. Let's see. Very gentle across these pins now. Just feels like it's hanging on by a serration somewhere in there. If you hear it, things keep dropping. Something's going on. What's going on? Ah, okay. So we got, and there we go. Opened. How are we doing on the battery with this thing here? Let's see. Sorry, I got to put 740. All right, so we do got the key. It is still mummified. Attempt to get this thing taken apart here. I should have actually everything I need nearby. So unlike the last time, I will not have to be running around looking for everything. Let's see what we got to do to cut this. People get interested in knives. If you're wondering what kind of knife this is a knife by Found It. It's the kind you find laying on the street. You really don't want to watch me cut this thing. Somebody right now is going, oh my God, you're going to destroy yourself with that. Two. Really? You're going to make me do this again, huh? It's not worth it without a little bit of danger, right? Oh my goodness. How many wraps do you have over this thing? There's another one under there too. All right, ready for more wincing? This knife is not that sharp. Which, yes, I know makes it even worse to be doing what I'm doing with it. Oh, jeez, you're kidding me, right? We should just start packing these in envelopes or something, man. Okay, there we go. All right. So there's our key. You can see the bitting. Now I believe Emre said this is actually the original bitting on this key. That he did not actually, he just changed the pins. That he did not do the key. That's pretty cool. This is actually the first Sargent key I've ever seen. So that's kind of neat. Yeah, I know you were saying, come on, things locked up, but we're just going to turn this real quick. Let's see what I've got for it. Oh, you guys just saw what that happened, didn't you? Yeah, I just did that. Okay. All right, so if you didn't see what happened, I let the whole thing swing around and we now just have an absolute disaster in there. Let's see what we can do. If we can pick it out very carefully. Yeah, it rotated around, it hit the gap on the plug, and everything came out. So, all right. So we've got that guy. You can see him very well or not. Okay, let me think about this for a second. Okay, this little guy for us. Okay, I'm not sure what just happened there. The camera just, on the iPad just all suddenly cut off. So we're gonna finish gutting this, and we'll take a look at it. I'm not too worried that it's not in a continuous shot. I tell you, this could not have botched better. Double check these pins with M-Ray just to make sure we're getting them out here right, but one of those. Yeah, well, we'll get you a better look at these in a minute. Let's see, down in the core, doesn't look like there's anything crazy going on. Can't tell if there's actually a spring in the third one. Third chamber. Double check around the desk, make sure nothing fell out. I'm not sure if there's a spring in that third one though. Okay, standard. 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 I think it's all standards. So all the work was done up top. All right, these little bits out of here. Okay, let's see what we've got here. You guys can see that well enough-ish. So that's what we're dealing with. Take for a first-time challenge lock, and I've picked a few of people's first-time challenge locks. This one was actually pretty good, I feel like. He did start with a really good base, and I would say that's important. But then I have picked. Now the springs are coming out, but I have picked some that had not such a good base, and they're and all the springs are just standard. You know, there's still been really difficult to pick, but it's never going to hurt to start with a good lock, probably. But it is weird because you do get more feedback with a lot of these pins, which is something I don't really get in the other Sargents. So it's almost a little bit nice, even though feedback's not necessarily getting anywhere. You're not always getting it picked, but it's nice to get these clicks and feel the little movement on the core. Where with the all standard Sargents, like I just don't get that. Now we picked this one with the using the Sparrow's Tron. Let me make sure I'm grabbing that one. There we go. Sparrow's Tron, which is one of my favorite picks. Normally, I pick them, like I said, with the Praxis, right? At least the other ones that I have, that I showed you earlier. But when I did pick this one last week, I was noticing, and I guess it's just the way it's cut, but I was noticing it was giving me some feedback much faster in false setting and stuff for me, or not false setting, sorry, but yeah, no, it was just giving me more feedback faster, and they were oversetting a lot faster. than when I picked the other set that I had. So I decided that maybe these were actually a little more shallow as far as how they sat than the locks that I have. Pretty sure mine all came from the same office building. So yeah, I decided to switch picks to the Tron. I didn't think I was going to have to be picking as high as I normally do. Should we pop these in and see how they do? Let's see what they look like. I don't know why this thing just cut off all of a sudden. That's really weird. I'll have to check that. I don't want it doing that again on us. Could have something about when it's set to go to sleep or something. Okay, so we've got them chambered up. Let's see what happens here when we place these in. Oh yeah, you can see right away. It's just barely sitting in there, right? In fact, I'm not going to risk spilling them. So our 5-pin is sitting the deepest, right? 6 just barely tipping in there. I mean, you can see 6 is not really getting in deep enough to be doing much. So probably just only we're having to pounce it after that one. Let me see. Let's try that one. And again, you can see that one. I know it's in there just because it'll sit that way better than if I turn it. Okay. And that one, oh yeah, that one's, yeah, that first pin, can't even really balance it there. So yeah, I'm pretty sure, I'm not great at counting pins, but I'm pretty sure that it was that little guy that I kept oversetting. Though it could have been his little neighbor. Would have a really kind of sluggish feel. It felt like it wanted to be set. You would just tap it though, and as soon as you felt it slide into place, you knew that was the wrong pin to hit. It just has this kind of sluggish feel and quality to it. So anyway, so Emery, I really appreciate you sending me this Sargent. I'll get it put back together. But this was awesome. I was really excited to see how a Sargent Challenge Lock would handle differently than just one of the other Sargents that I had laying around. So, and as a first-time Challenge Lock build, yeah, I think you actually did a pretty good job. Though, yeah, if you could do your own key cuts and get those pins to sit down in there more appropriately, it'd be much more challenging. We don't really have anything going on there, but yeah, just, you know, good tolerances, and this thing's going to hang itself up as long as you can get those pins to cooperate. So, all right, see you guys later.